Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Taken in by Smith. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on first. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Rams 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Shipley. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the pressure drives them backwards.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Rams on offense, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Got a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
First down, Rams.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 41. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Rams are going to have a first down. They go with Williams on the counter. Oh, stiff arm. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Looking for a throw here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Aubrey puts it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. On first down, Hurts escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's tackled for a short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Connecting on a slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Hurts. This finds Smith. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Hurts. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting 2nd in the NFL in receptions. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Another run for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Completed over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. brings up third and
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles driving ahead. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Rams will take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throw complete to Williams. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Cooper DeJean with the stop. From the gun on 3rd down. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll throw it again. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing it again here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. That's halftime here in this Halloween contest. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They go play action on 1st. Throw left side, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Smith. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 27. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
7-yard gain. That's good for Eagles' 1st down.
Handoff now to Shipley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 28. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now we'll pause for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Cut near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Cooper DeJean with the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give to Williams from the gun. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Receiver in motion, going left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
On the give, here's Shipley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. Well, Brocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Eagles double their lead to 14. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Brushes him off with ease. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Offense to the line for second down. Now looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Davante Adams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Shipley now up the middle. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out come the Rams on offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Whittington. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Pass play now. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. He's got Brown on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14.
Again, it's Shipley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 3rd and just 2 to go. Sending a receiver left. Another one for Shipley. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now a run by Shipley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Shipley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The Rams showing a nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got Smith. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. you could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You could not question that they brought some fight to the field, try to throw their best punches. But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them, just too much to overcome. If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that, but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.